COPE leader Mosiuoa Lekota is in the Refiloe township in Hammanskraal. This is the country gears up for the local government elections. The Tshwane municipality, where COPE is campaigning today, has been led by a coalition government since the 2016 municipal elections. Our reporter Tshegohaco Moagi is there. Tshegohaco, good afternoon, good morning rather, good to speak to you. Now, what is happening where you have gathered?
Well, good morning, Hugo. So, COPE leader Mosiuoa Lekota, he's gone door to door to speak to some of the residents of the Refiloe township here in Hammanskraal in Pretoria. Very hot day for the COPE leader and for the people that have gathered here with him. Sorry? So we have heard him make promises to the people of Refiloe here in Hammanskraal, saying that the plan would be for them to get better housing, to make sure that they get better houses, that they make sure that they get better roads. Something as well, Hugo, that as my colleague and I, Prince, just took a drive-through to try to speak to some of the residents. This is something that they are also calling for, saying that they were promised RDP houses since 1994 and they have not received them. Instead, they have gone and built their own houses in this area. But a lot of those residents very reluctant to speak to us on camera, fearing really, Hugo, for their lives, which was quite concerning, because a lot of them are elderly in their 70s. But let's just get an understanding as to what the plan would be should COPE either have a coalition government here or win in the city of Tshwane. I am joined by the Tshwane mayoral candidate for COPE, Dr. Murungwa Makwarela. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Let's start off with what the plan would be for the city of Tshwane should COPE win in this area.
Thank you very much and good afternoon. It's quite a hot day, but it is what it is. We are actually enjoying what we call the last mile rally. We have been hitting the ground running, mobilizing and galvanizing our people to ensure that COPE returns to the city of Tshwane in big numbers. Now, the plan is very simple. What we have seen over the years is that the city of Tshwane is failing dismally to deliver, promised services to the people. And what is quite apparent is that the city of Tshwane fails, to implement or to actually, spend on their capital budgets and projects. So which means, people are successfully denied services which they so much want. And as we were moving around this area here, we have seen that the people of Hammanskraal, they don't even have potable water to drink. Which means that what we need to do as COPE is to ensure that the people get the basic services that they so much want. There is no roads here, as you can see. There's just nothing, actually, which undermines, the will of the people. So we are saying to our people, vote for COPE so that when we go into government, we will ensure that we ramp up, the expenditure insofar as capital project is concerned. That will also ensure that we create jobs for our people. As and when, big projects come to these kind of areas here, we'll also ensure that local labor is engaged. And we are saying the city of Tshwane is returning a large amount of money back to National Treasury, which also attract a lot of penalties from National Treasury. So we are saying as COPE will ensure that corruption, because I can tell you one of the things that is limiting and hampering progress in the implementation of the projects in the city of Tshwane, it is all about corruption. Tenders are not awarded, on time because people are still trying to figure out, to whom it should go. So we are saying that there will also be a lot of consequence management because there are a lot of officials, there are a lot of forensic reports that are pointing at a lot of irregularities. We are saying bring up all those forensic reports. Let's ensure that there is consequence management to ensure that our people receive the services they so much deserve.
Has there been any will perhaps from COPE leadership here in the city of Tshwane to find a way to try and assist the residents, specifically of Hammanskraal, with that water issue that we know about, and not necessarily not wait for a local government election, but to actually go out and to try and help them, maybe collaborating or speaking to some of the leaders from the city of Tshwane?
Look, obviously we are in the city of Tshwane. We are part of the coalition, with minimum influence. So we are saying to change the status quo, the people have to give us a resounding mandate to ensure that we influence either ourselves as the ruling party if we win the elections, or as part of the coalition if we go there as coalition. We know that the coalitions are here to stay. And we are saying that we have even the technical know-how. Myself, I've been a CEO of an international water and wastewater civil engineering company in Israel. So we do understand what needs to happen in order to make sure that the people of Hammanskraal get water. I need to also point out that the city of Tshwane per day export 52 megaliters of water to neighboring municipalities like Madibeng, even the city of Joburg, Midrand, and so on and so forth. They get water from the city of Tshwane. So it beats one's understanding why the city of Tshwane can export water outside its boundaries, whereas they deny the people of Hammanskraal access to potable drinking water.
So COPE then is okay with a coalition government come the 2nd of November?
As I've indicated, since 2012, we have seen the advent of coalition governments. And we have realized that, people have spoken. They are no longer giving just an outright majority to one party. Because I think the maxim that says absolute power corrupts absolutely. We have seen the ANC has been enjoying absolute majority. And they are corrupted. Day in, day out, we tune in, TV sets. We are actually watching scandal after another. So we are saying that our people don't want to watch scandals. Our people in Hammanskraal don't want to see some water tankers coming in here. They want potable water in their own houses, because that must be a standard. A water tanker cannot be a standard, in particular in the capital city of the country.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Marungwa Makwarela. He is the mayoral candidate for the city of Tshwane. Actually, as you heard there, Hugo, already just making promises around the issue of what they will be giving to the residents of Hammanskraal. We do know that the water issue has been quite a contentious one for quite some time. Residents as well that we have spoken to also saying that, they have been in the area for a long time and they continue to face the same problem of dirty water, that they are then either, they just need to boil it or something like that for it to actually be somehow usable, either for cooking or for cleaning. So the City of Tshwane mayoral candidate for COPE really saying that will come to an end because he's got the experience of working with water. And, the big question that Mosiuoa Lekota, the leader, has actually asked is what exactly is happening with the water from Rand Water and why these residents have not received clean water in such a long time. So COPE really making the biggest promise around the issue of clean water for the residents of Hammanskraal.
Tshego, thank you so much for your time.